chose again. A different story, different way. Will you find your happiness? Or more of just the same? More of just the same. 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 Say you chose again. A different story, different way. Will you find your happiness? Or more of just the same? More of just the same. 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 Just the same.
Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 hour. Just 2.5 hours after we had BoYcaH versus Crazy. Now luckily I just managed to hide the score, I think, before I spoil that, just in case you haven't seen that. But we are now back online, and we now have ExCaL versus the mighty BoYcaH. Two of the top 1v1 players at the moment. ExCaL proving super hard to take down. And we're now going to see a 1v1 between them both. So massive shout out to LuciferArise. This challenge would not be happening without him. $25 is on the line. Someone complained about that in the chat. I saw, wasn't happy that it was only $25. But to be honest, sometimes I do think a lot of these players now aren't playing unless there's money involved. And I think that's kind of bad for the game. Because like, what happens when sponsors dry up and stuff like that? Are we still going to see games? So anyone who wants to add to that prize pool, you're more than welcome to. But actually, I'm just glad that the games are actually even happening rather than not. Right, okay, so yeah, as I said, this is LuciferArise's challenges. Now I do have the rules open on another tab. Actually, you know what, I might just show you this. It's a notepad. It's not the prettiest of things, but I mean, probably that show you actually. So yeah, it's all on notepad. Maybe this is a little bit small for you. I'll zoom in a little bit. So the first two matches that are going to be played today are mirrors. Probably good that I get my head around this, to be honest. Each mirror is only played once. These mirrors are to be played in the exact order that we've displayed them. So this is LuciferArise and Cyrus D come up with these. Mainly Cyrus D comes up with the rules set, I think, and then Lucifer sponsors it. So a big shout out to him. It wouldn't be happening, as I said, without him. Yeah, tank mirror on Summer Arena. Okay, I kind of like that. I think if it was a tank mirror on a big wide open map, I think BoYcaH would be at a massive disadvantage, because I think ExCaL is super good at well, China mirrors, or all kinds of China mirrors in general. But especially like on the big wide open maps, I think he's got better map awareness and like unit awareness of where the units are going, and better like sneakiness, and I don't know if it's intelligence or not. Yeah, I could say it's kind of intelligence of like where to sneak in the flamers and stuff like that, and usually catches BoYcaH off guard. But it is Summer Arena, and there are a load of choke points where you can kind of put 1 or 2 battle masters there, and it's kind of secure. Then we've got an air mirror on Danger Close. That should be good. Both very strong in air mirror, probably the strongest in the game. I think even stronger than size at the moment. And then after the mirrors are played, then there's going to be 9 different matchups. So whoever loses the second one, I think, we'll read it properly in a second, but whoever loses the second one, I think, then can choose through all of these. Hopefully we're seeing some new stuff. Okay, we've got Rebellion in here. That's nice. USA and Inf Snowy Drought. That's pretty good. Tank versus Stealth on Plant Waste. I've seen a lot of games on that recently. I don't know if we're milking it out a little bit, but to be fair, it does end in epic games. I just don't know if we've seen too many. Like even today I casted, I don't think I've uploaded the video yet, but I even casted a game on that. Size versus BoYcaH, actually, just from a couple of days ago. I don't know if you've seen that game already. Then we've got Nuke versus Tox on White Serpent. Okay, I like it. It's White Serpent. That's Sand Serpent, if for anyone who's unfamiliar with that, or Sand Scorpion. It's like a version of that. I don't really see it. I've never seen it played, to be honest. Tournament City. Okay, that's kind of cool. Tournament City, even though it's a little bit of a shit map, it's good to have something different in there than the same stuff. Jungle Wolf, Demo versus Tank. Cool. GLA versus Stealth Tournament Arena. I've seen that quite a few times. Oh shit, where's it gone? China versus Super Weapon on Barren Badlands. Okay, that's kind of cool. I haven't seen that too often. China versus GLA on Homeland Rocks. Yeah. All we need to know for now, tank and air. That's all we need to know for now. Right, without further ado, then let's jump in and see some action. We're already 1 minute late. Hopefully the players will wait for me. Both players are online. I'm on observer mode, so we're going to see more of the map. I've had 2 lattes now. I'm ready for these late games. Should they go 3 or 4 hours, I am fully prepped for the ultimate best commentary. Welcome everyone back in the chat. Shout out to you all if you were here for the first stream just 2.5 hours ago and you're now back. Massive shout out to you. We had loads of people join our Discord channel since I gave it a shout out. If you want to join the Discord channel, link is in the description. It's basically like a chat service where you can post replays, you can get new maps and stuff like that. We're almost on 1,500 users in there, and I'm pretty much active on there any day. So yeah, anytime you want to ask a question or you want to post and introduce yourself on that platform, then I highly recommend you do it. Invite.gg/DoMiNaToR is one of the links. Right. What was the first map? I've already fucking forgotten. Summer Arena. Summer Arena. There we go. Tank mirror. Yeah, might as well shout out my other stuff as well. Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook as well. Link is also in the description. Follow me on Instagram, where I post cool pictures of Zero Hour every day, either epic screenshots or new weird and wonderful bugs that you may or may not have seen before. Yeah, I'm on Twitter, pestering EA Games every single day. You can follow me there too. If ever I tag EA Games, or Electronic Arts rather, and I tag the official CNC channel as well, the one that they monitor for Command and Conquer stuff. If I ever do that, if you ever retweet or like those things and get it more on their radar, you are helping for a remaster. I always put hashtag remaster, hashtag EA Games don't be pussies, make a remaster. Right. Tank mirror. Just see. Just trolling the place. What's he said? Just as I say that, sponsor put 250. Fuck my life. Oh wait, never mind. What? We got a sponsor for $250. You gotta be joking me. Just messing with the place. These two are quite the nemesis of each other. While we're here, when is this $400 paint mirror? So for anyone not up to date with the drama, Big Size and BoYcaH kind of fell out, or more Size fell out with BoYcaH because they've been doing bets between each other in GLA mirrors and all kinds of mirrors and best of 13s and whatever, random reverse, all this stuff. So BoYcaH basically beat Size in a $50 GLA mirror challenge. So Size said, okay, now let's do Nuke Mirror, where he's quite strong in Nuke Mirror. So BoYcaH said, okay, we can do Nuke Mirror, but we're playing for half the money now. We only play for $25 or $30 and not $50. So Size says no, he wants to do 50 and he wanted to win his 50 back from the GLA mirror, but BoYcaH refused. So BoYcaH and Size were in my clan this month. We were clanning together, we were playing together. But ever since they fell out, and ever since BoYcaH wouldn't offer the same money in the nuke mirror, he Size left the clan and went in a mood. And he kind of still is in a mood. He doesn't really like BoYcaH. He doesn't like BoYcaH's comments, like when he says, "Oh, I only lost because I accidentally cancelled my war factory," or blah 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 blah. So yeah, Size and BoYcaH are a little bit at odds. More Size, to be honest. BoYcaH's a little bit more chilled about it. So yeah, there's that going on. But now Size has actually offered to BoYcaH a $400 bet. So both players put $400 into a pot, and it will be Jilly stealth mirror only. Size only wants to play stealth, where BoYcaH's already saying there's something weird about stealth. He's saying I can't do it with stealth.
Can I have some new shoes?
My favorite upgrade in the game. Thank you, man. Commentoja. Thank you for the donation, man. Much appreciated. BoYcaH's wanting to do 100. So yeah, it will be a stealth mirror. $100 between BoYcaH and Size 6. Look forward to that in the next couple of look forward to that in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, right now though, we've got ExCaL versus BoYcaH. Almost on 200 viewers. Let's go. Okay, kicking off for game number one, Tank Mirror on Summer Arena. It is gonna be who's gonna win this first mirror. This will not be replayed once this mirror is done. That is done. So yeah, which spot do you actually prefer? Do you actually prefer the top or the bottom? Because everyone says, oh, it's kind of the same, but actually, if you look at the positioning of the dozer where BoYcaH is, it is kind of different. That's why. It's still very close, but actually BoYcaH is a tiny bit closer. And if you like GLA and all your workers are coming out here, you can build a supply faster. So yeah, that's the only difference usually between the north and south spots on any map, really. We've got BoYcaH in the south with the China tank. He's playing in this red. Sneaky Dragon also win in the north.
€5 to the winner, €0.01 donation to you.
Nightingale. Is that actually Google? It's not Google, is it? Because Google goes in the name Nightingale. Thank you for the donation, man. €5 to the winner. And €0.01 donation to you. Well, the thing is, Streamlabs actually takes a cut of like 5%, so already my €0.1 has been taken away. We've got BoYcaH in the south with the China tank, and then in the north we've got ExCaL with the purple China tank. So both players going for 2 war factories. Outpost and an outpost as the units of choice from ExCaL. Flamer and an outpost straight down the left side for BoYcaH. And his next unit out will be a GAT, which is going to go to the right side. The outpost obviously will come out on top unless BoYcaH micros it real close to the outpost. Cause splash damage. Outpost on the right for ExCaL. It's going to get stopped by this outpost, and that GAT should be able to come in and clear it up. But actually, BoYcaH's outpost not shooting. It is now. We've got a Battlemaster here from ExCaL. Is now going to go down. That's actually going to be the first unit to go down that's going to give XP, which is kind of weird. Empty outpost not giving XP. Interesting. Flame here for BoYcaH. Taking a lot of damage. Got an outpost straight down the middle from ExCaL. It's going to be intercepted by this GAT and by this outpost. But the outpost is actually going to walk straight into the gap and actually now get gunned down the tank hunters inside of it. So BoYcaH ahead so far because he did kill that Battle Master. You see how much XP a Battle Master is worth. It's absolutely insane. Tank hunters here just chilling for BoYcaH. Nobody expanding to a third supply just yet, although there is a dozer here ready for ExCaL to get this. But actually it might get flamed down. It's going to be close. Nah, flame it does go down. So no propaganda center from either player yet. That's the difference. You'll always see size rather than a third supply. You'll always see him place the propaganda center down when there's oils on the map and get the Lotus out. Whereas actually on this map, you're seeing both players go for a third supply pretty much exactly the same time. Like, it's literally exact. So very, very even so far. We've got a GAT and an outpost straight down the middle of the map from BoYcaH. Going to take a little bit of HP off that flamer. Then there's another outpost here for ExCaL. Going to be doing damage to this GAT. One tank hunter is evac'd. I don't know if there was two actually. There's another outpost from BoYcaH. And then there's some defense here from BoYcaH on the left. I think he will come out on top. To be fair, his defense is looking pretty solid there. Outpost straight down the middle, doing significant damage to this GAT. And it's actually going to get in the supply line of ExCaL, it looks like. Two trucks here for BoYcaH. It looks like BoYcaH is just edging this so far. Now he's harassing ExCaL. ExCaL's now going to move them trucks away. And BoYcaH is performing very, very strong here. His Battle Master there is going to auto-heal. And again, on the right, he's got the perfect defense here against these units. GAT from ExCaL does go down, and now Battle Master going to go down from her as well. Definitely looks so far like BoYcaH is on top. If he protects that flamer as well, this is big bad news for ExCaL. ExCaL, is he targeting that flamer? It looks like he is, but the Battle Master does go down. We've got a Vet 3 Battle Master, and look how far ahead BoYcaH is in terms of XP. ExCaL has not killed very much at all. BoYcaH now dropping down his propaganda center. ExCaL already has his. But BoYcaH's pushing down this right side, and he's got a decent force in the middle, so it really looks like he's taking game number one here in this tank mirror. Which probably not a lot of people expected. Flamer taking down the supply in the barracks, forced to be sold. And ExCaL is on the retreat.
Hackers should be able to capture buildings fast like Tiberium games.
GG from ExCaL, and that game is over. And Tagorian said hackers should be able to capture buildings fast like in Tiberium games. Can they in Tiberium games? You mean like engineers? Do you mean engineers like in CNC3? Oh, maybe that Tiberium Wars? I don't know, man. Did they even have hackers? Yeah, I don't know, but either way, 1-0 for BoYcaH. Next one's going to be Air Mirror on Danger Close. Danger Close. Bit of a weird map, this. Not quite sure what to expect from this one. Danger Mirror. Close. This is the one. So yeah, both players very good in Air Mirror. So, bottom left, we actually have ExCaL with the purple, USA Air Force. Top right, we have BoYcaH, also with USA Air Force in the red. Just wanted to grab a screenshot of that supply. Beautiful building. Right, 2 airfields have been dropped down for BoYcaH. 1 airfield being dropped down for ExCaL. ExCaL going for the oils, and BoYcaH, I don't quite know what he's doing. ExCaL going for a drop in the back of the base. Dozer will be able to crush the Ranger. The Ranger's going to need to run away. He's going to need to make a missile defender. ExCaL, is he going to be allowed to get these oils? I think he might. Where's the other oil? The other oil is actually all the way in the top left, so it is quite a way away. ExCal's Dozer. Actually, red and purple look awfully alike. I don't know if we should ask one of them to change their color, because they do look awfully alike. Okay, first Raptor is now out for BoYcaH. Laser lock on the Dozer, but the Dozer's actually quick to hide behind. Raptor's just going to do a flyby. Putting on an air show, as the thing would say. ExCal's going to get 1 oil, and already it's looking like he's going to take the lead here. Unless this Rap hits the Ranger, it's going to be close. Does manage to stop it, and BoYcaH's actually going for his own oil, so okay, interesting. Ooh, what the hell happened there, man? Did ExCaL just kill his own Chinook, or did he kill... Did he kill 2 Chinooks in 1 shot? I don't know how to... Or maybe with the help of the missile defenders, actually. Missile defenders here might be able to actually hit the Dozer. Raptor's going to go and attack ExCaL again. ExCal's this time sending 2 Rangers, and he's also trying... Where's... Oh, yeah, ExCal's got a Ranger there. ExCal said, have I upgraded to 120 hertz monitor? Nah, my monitor is like 160. Well, actually, this one goes up to 480, but I don't actually believe that. My monitor actually goes up to 169 or 166. It's something weird like that. But, oh, GG already. What the hell?
You have been defeated.
Yeah, my monitor is actually higher than that, but I deliberately don't put it over 110 because my scroll speed goes too high. So, yeah, that's that. 1-1. That was really quick and really weird. I think it's because ExCaL was getting both of the oils. That's why BoYcaH threw in the towel. But also, I don't know if... Yeah, BoYcaH must have lost 2 Chinooks. So... Yeah, a bit of a weird quick game, to be honest. 3 minutes. But if you have a bad start on Air Mirror and he gets both of the oils and kills 2 Chinooks, it's a very, very bad start. So, yeah. Right, we need to read the rules again. If the score is 2-0, no, it isn't. If the Mirrors playing the score is 1-1, the player who lost last gets to choose the first matchup and becomes player A. Okay, so BoYcaH chooses the matchup. GLA Stealth on Tournament Arena. Okay, so we got ExCaL now in the north. Sorry, northwest, top left, top left, with the purple GLA Vanilla. Bottom right, we have BoYcaH with the red GLA Stealth. ExCaL says you can set scroll speed lower than 1. Yeah, I know that. I think I actually set... No, it's not scroll speed. Hang on, is it scroll speed? I think it is scroll speed. Yeah, anyway, I messed with the settings. I found this is the sweet spot. I've got a higher FPS now, where at the same time I can also have a decent, like if I up that, I think even if I put that all the way down to like 0.001 or whatever, it's still too much. So I found the sweet spot for me. I don't know, sweet spot for me at the moment is 110, so I'm just sticking with that. I don't really believe in 0 hour if you have it much. If you go from like 110 to 210, for example, it's not like you're playing, you're not playing Counter-Strike, you're not playing Valorant, you're not playing Call of Duty, these fast FPS games. You're seeing slow graphics on a laggy game. I don't really believe it makes much of a difference. I mean, Size was owning everyone on 0 hour, and he was on 60 FPS for like 15 years. So I really believe there's negligible benefits in the FPS thing. But I did notice a little difference when I switched from 60 to like 112 or whatever it is now. It does seem a little bit smoother and stuff, but I'm not convinced like you see things like so much quicker than the opponent. I don't believe that at all. Hijacker here from from BoYcaH is going to steal the tech. Very, very nice. And now he's actually going to box it in. Is ExCaL going to be able to get He even says thank you. Amazing. ExCal's on 3 supplies and 2 arms dealers. No tunnels. No tunnels. I don't know if BoYcaH's realized that he's actually against 2 arms dealers. Was that a straight 2 arms dealers? I think it was. Literally just done a 2 straight arms dealer build order, hoping to catch BoYcaH off guard. But actually, it seems to have worked out pretty well. Third supply going up for BoYcaH, and these technicals are going to go intercept that workup. There's a lot of technicals out for BoYcaH as well. So actually, I think it's quite a fair, even game so far. Is BoYcaH slightly ahead? Not 100% sure, but there are. Hijackers now in play. More hijackers from BoYcaH. I love the thank you for the technical. Ooh, could be a big pop here. It could pick off. Ooh, another hijacker pops out. Don't know if ExCaL saw that or not. ExCaL, will he be going for a fast palace? I mean, both players have got 3 supplies, so both players could probably drop down the palace. A new arms dealer going up for BoYcaH. So BoYcaH's going to be on 2 arms dealers very soon as well. But yeah, it's still very, very even, because the advantage for BoYcaH is he's already got a tunnel up by one of the oils. Whereas ExCaL, is he lacking in the tunnel department? Yeah, he is lacking tunnels at the moment. So very, very cagey affair on this first couple of minutes in this GLA mirror. Another technical gets killed here, but that's just going to give free XP and free scrap to ExCaL. I don't know if he got the scrap on that one. I think he might have. See, the gun looks a little bit different, looks bigger. So yeah, ExCaL now has a big army, and he's bringing quads across already. Now BoYcaH's on 2 arms dealers. The tunnel here is caught off guard, not built in time. And now BoYcaH's going to lose his barracks. Is he going to make... Why is he saying... Did the hijacker just get crushed? I think a hijacker just got crushed. Probably what he's on about. Big push here from BoYcaH, trying to push his army of ExCaL back. Now, BoYcaH needs a line of tunnels. You need to get a line of tunnels here, but ExCaL has now got a decent map control. I do think... Oh, he's on 3 arms dealers now, ExCaL is. ExCal's on 3 arms dealers. Is ExCaL going to choose to engage? I think that could be a bad idea if he does. But BoYcaH is actually at risk of getting trapped here between technicals and quads all in one place. So this could be a really bad engagement or a really good engagement. Let's see who's going to win. The quads all getting taken out here for ExCaL. And now ExCal's going to come in with the technicals, but all the quads are already dead. So these technicals are a little bit late to the party. Another technical is going to get captured here. Very, very nice usage of the hijackers. Very, very nice play. We're on 3 arms dealers, spam, versus hijacker tunnel defense from BoYcaH. ExCaL faster at getting his oils. Okay, counterattack here now from BoYcaH. Is ExCaL going to go back and defend this, or is he just going to counterattack? Now, something that ExCaL is really good at is counterattacking. He'll see that this army's out of place, and then he'll just go in and attack. So yeah, now BoYcaH is under pressure to do big damage here. He's going to take down the arms dealer. Get some veterancy on one of the quads. Actually, he's got a Vet 3 quad there. And now ExCal's coming in for a counterattack. DoMiNaToR kills one Scorpion. BoYcaH's targeting the supplies of ExCaL, but he doesn't have the oil, remember. He's not got the capture upgrade yet, I don't believe. Or maybe he has, but he's just not doing it. Yeah, there we go. BoYcaH needs to sell this supply and probably drop down a few more tunnels back in his base. One supply does get sniped. ExCal's bringing Scorpions here now. A second supply has been sniped, but going to be instantly rebuilt. Would be handy for BoYcaH if he does pick off them workers. ExCal's continuing to push, but this palace might actually get cancelled. These Scorpions should be able to deal with this attack here from BoYcaH. So it's looking like BoYcaH's army is thinning out drastically, and he's now going to be at a major disadvantage. He's still got this massive army from ExCaL to deal with. That quad actually just got Vet 2 from running over the hijacker. Very interesting. It does look like, though, ExCaL is going to take this game. BoYcaH with a nice attempt, but unfortunately it's been completely overran here by ExCaL. Painted. ExCaL calls it a paint mirror because he believes GLA mirror is like watching paint dry. That's what he believes. I actually quite like GLA mirrors. As long as there's not like 10 of them in a row, I do enjoy it. But yeah, ExCal's now established a forward position on BoYcaH's supply. He's going to upgrade to 4 supplies. This is GG, I'm afraid. ExCal's only collecting there on 1 worker. I don't think he's quite realized. But yeah, there's no way BoYcaH can win this. He's still hanging in there, but I think it's GG. So BoYcaH's losing even more of his base now. Going to lose this arms dealer. BoYcaH coming in from the side. He's got the bounty upgrade, but ExCal's already killed that oil. ExCal's already collected on his supply, so he's got double the economy, more than double. GG from BoYcaH. Well played to ExCaL. ExCaL bringing this back. It is now a 2-1 score. Okay, so next game will be Tournament Arena again, but now they will swap. ExCaL did have GLA Vanilla, whereas BoYcaH obviously played Stealth. And the Scorpion advantage over the quads proved to be a little bit too much. So will BoYcaH do the same thing here? I think more tunnel spam from BoYcaH. More quads RPGs was the key to taking down ExCaL there, and maybe a quicker palace. She gets to like double arms dealer buggy production, or maybe a TNT could have worked, but actually ExCaL Would it have worked? That's the question. Don't know if ExCaL would have been able to deal with it with the double arms dealer. With the double arms dealer, would he have been able to track down the TNT? Probably, or at least kill a load of the workers. So, yeah, let's see how ExCaL's going to handle this differently. I'm expecting a faster palace and maybe a TNT on one of the supplies. That's what I'm expecting. Let's see. 2-1 is the score. Okay, so now we've got the rematch. BoYcaH with the GLA Vanilla in the top left in the red. Bottom right, we have ExCaL with the GLA Stealth in the purple. Mohammed Albavari says how to counter the 2 arms dealer build order in GLA mirrors. That's a good question, man. I think you got to protect your workers because you're gonna have more techs than you in the beginning. So as long as you box in your workers, and then maybe do a TNT. Because like if you TNT that supply, then you're gonna be on 2 arms dealers, but with only 1 supply. There's going to be nothing here to protect it. His tentacles are going to be out trying to harass. If you box in your workers and do a TNT on that supply, and if you manage to kill all the workers there as well, because there'll be nothing to defend it. Even if you lose your technical, kill all the workers in that supply, I think that's going to be game over. I think that could be a hard counter to it, but you've got to know he's going for it. ExCaL is preparing a TNT regardless, though. BoYcaH does have some of these buildings occupied, but I'm pretty sure it's just a worker. BoYcaH's going to need to defend against this TNT that's coming across the map. But will it reach its target? Let's see. We've got a first technical from BoYcaH. It's going to cross paths with the technical from ExCaL. And actually, it's just going to cross paths. Not going to achieve, or not going to do any damage to it. Tech RPG here, though, from BoYcaH. And TNT might actually kill the technical on all the RPGs. If he kills all of that, it's not all that bad. Terrorists still might be able to hit the supply. There's actually is a tunnel there. Technical coming through now for BoYcaH. Wants to be careful though that he doesn't step into the terrorists. Terrorists are gonna. Oh, he's a little bit close. Oh man, what's he wasted technical for? What the hell? If he's not quick, he might even lose some workers here. Could force fire to ground and kill a load of workers. Does manage to pick off the terrorists just in time. Oh, BoYcaH actually TNT'd the main base. That's what he was paying attention to. Okay, that's a big blow. That's a massive blow because he hit the arms dealer and the supply. Like that, it was that first technical for BoYcaH. I didn't actually realize that was a TNT. So yeah, that was big, well played from BoYcaH. Stop the TT of the enemy and also hit his own TT. That is that's hard to do. It's difficult to do. Art of Life says, who is the best 0-hour player ever, and why is it Dackle? Have you answered your own question in a question? Is it Dackle? I think ExCaL would say it's Dackle, but is it? I don't know, man. I wasn't really around when Dackle was playing back in the day. It could well be. I don't know. If he came back now and spammed hard, would he be back to number 1? I don't know. At the moment, it seems like ExCaL or BoYcaH is number 1, I think. Ooh, manages to pick off a tech. ExCaL going to go back up and pick his RPGs up. And there's more technicals here now from BoYcaH. He's going to try and pick off this technical from ExCaL. Let's call it out. Both players have a tunnel here. So BoYcaH has an advantage at the moment, I'd say. He's on 3 supplies. He's got better positioning on the oil, so he could just shoot this one down if he thinks ExCal's going to get it and then just secure this one for himself. Or he could even try and push ExCal off this as well. But it's going to be a double tunnel there. And ExCal's only just back on a war factory, whereas BoYcaH's already upgraded to his second war factory. Decent amount of workers there from ExCal. A decent amount of workers there from ExCal. Only 4 workers there from BoYcaH. 5 workers there, but one of them is collecting long distance. And there's only, yeah, there's 5 actually. Decent amount of workers in all of them. Both players playing real good Gillet. Technical there from ExCaL does manage to get picked off this time by BoYcaH, and all the RPGs inside of there are going to go down as well. BoYcaH way ahead in terms of XP. I think even another technical was taken down there. So BoYcaH's playing on point this time with the Gillet. BoYcaH, I think, wants to push this area, but I don't know if it's the wisest because there are 2 stealth tunnels there. And he's even going to put more RPGs inside of there. So yeah, a little bit questionable whether you should attack into that. You need quite a force if you are going to push that. Rebel here from ExCaL is going to try and capture this, but there's also a Rebel here from BoYcaH. Is BoYcaH going to be ready though? Probably wants to pop some units, so he's actually going to attack at the top. Toxin Tractor is ready to clear out that building, but ExCal's going to pop his quads, ready to target the Toxin Tractor down. Big push here from BoYcaH, but he's actually not using the Toxin Tractor. And that building is still intact. Could clear it here. Attack from BoYcaH is pretty much shut down. That's nice defense there from ExCaL. Or was it really just a poor attack? But actually, BoYcaH's managed to get this oil whilst all that was happening. He does not have the top oil, though. BoYcaH's now going to try and capture... Sorry, ExCal's going to try and now capture this. But BoYcaH, as his technicals there, he could just... he can actually hit it from that angle. I didn't realize you could hit it from that angle. Yeah, the Rebel does go down, and the oil now belongs to BoYcaH. BoYcaH also now going to capture the top oil, and then he's at a massive advantage. He's already on Scorpions. ExCal's on double arms dealer spam at the moment. But odds going to be quads of it. Oh, it's triple. He's actually copied him exactly. Arms dealer in exactly the same position. BoYcaH. There's a reason why it's called BoYcaH. It's copycat, that's why. Rebel now from ExCaL is going to try and capture the oil, but that attack there has just notified BoYcaH that there is a Rebel there, because it'll say warning building under attack. Structure is under attack. BoYcaH's popping his army, and there is a load of Scorpions. Demo trap in the same place from before. BoYcaH probably wants to start force firing this now. The oil, I mean. Oh, this demo trap could do some big damage. Kills 4 Scorpions. That's massive. Kills 4 Scorpions. See the flaming hull as they go into the ground, and BoYcaH's attack has pretty much been shut down. BoYcaH now needs to kill this oil. Every moment that he lets that oil in ExCaL's hands just gives ExCaL more of a chance at getting back in this. Palace now been dropped down for ExCaL. Yeah, BoYcaH needs to do the damage now. Tech RPG here from BoYcaH. I think he's trying to trick ExCaL into thinking that was a TNT when actually it wasn't. So he's making ExCaL not pop from this tunnel. That's probably what he was trying to do there. ExCaL with a lot of quads though. Technical comes through from ExCaL, just charges through. Does go down without achieving anything though. All the terrorists inside of there do go down. There is a hell of a lot of Scorpions. There's a quad being brought in now, which is important to mix here, because you need the quads to take out the RPGs quick. But actually, ExCaL is going to get on Palace, but is it going to be too late? Is it going to take too much damage? BoYcaH making a mistake here, not hitting that. And there's also nobody's capturing the middle building just yet. ExCal's going to be forced to sell 1 supply. So it's going to be the money advantage versus the tech advantage. Is BoYcaH behind this going to make a Palace? Let's see. Palace is already in play now, so buggies are going to be very, very soon. And from range, it can take out all of this. BoYcaH now needs to push. Force the engagement now. Take out the Palace. This probably Palace is going to go down, actually. It's now going to get inside of the Palace with a couple of RPGs, but this Palace is taking a heavy, heavy beating. TNT now being produced by ExCaL is going to come in from the back and try and do some damage to these Scorpions. 1 terrorist does get dropped off, another terrorist gets dropped off, and they don't achieve anything. Scorpion taking heavy damage, but Palace has most importantly gone down. Any hijackers from ExCaL probably would be handy now, but it's certainly looking like GG. It looks like GLA is more powerful today on this map. GG from ExCaL. Well played to BoYcaH. 2-2 is the score, both very evenly matched so far. Now ExCaL will choose the matchup. Why is it beneficial to check the replay and copy the build order? Neutrality said. Your neutrality. The reason is, so let's say you play a match, and let's say you're playing a slightly imbalanced matchup, and the guy pulls off a strat, and you think, hang on a minute, I played 100% here. How come I still wasn't able to win? Like, there was a bunker here, there was a bunker here. He had a helix at the right time. He did this and that. There's no way I could possibly win. So sometimes that happens in 0. You genuinely think like that. So let's say you check the replay and you see, oh, okay, he built this at this time, he did this, he did this. If I just copy it, I should get the win too. Or at least if you do manage to copy it and you still lose, then you'll be baffled because you thought previously there was no way it could lose. So that's why sometimes you'll copy a build order. You play against someone and you think, whoa, this strat that they are doing is overpowered. So you outright copy it. Right, Nuke versus Tox on White Serpent. Okay, ExCaL said be right back. Nuke versus Tox. ExCaL has picked Tox first. White Serpent, it is a deviant of, or a variant of Sand Scorpion, Sand Serpent rather. Pro Killer says he misses watching me play. Excellent streams and cast, but get back to the mix and squash the experts. Well, I played ExCaL just a couple of days ago in Clan Wars, and he beat me 7-3, I think the score was, or 7-4, something like that. So I'm still playing in between. But yeah, ExCaL is super hard to take down. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of 2v2 Clan Wars, of which you can find on my channel. Okay, BoYcaH's thinking of a strat, no doubt, unless he's just be right back. Nuke against Tox on this map. Don't necessarily know what the best strat is, but I think the difference here is there's no oil in your base. There's no oil by the second supply here. Yo, Joseph Corey, welcome, man. Yeah, this map, White Serpent. Let's introduce the players first before we look at the map. I've got BoYcaH in the bottom right with the Nuke in the red. Top left, we've got ExCaL with the GLA Tox in the purple. You have to give this advantage to Tox, I think, on this map, because on a wide open map, I think you give Nuke the advantage, but on a choke pointy map like this, I think Tox probably has the advantage. Interestingly here, there's actually 2 oils in the middle and no supplies. Whereas you got an extra supply here, where it would normally be here on Sand Scorpion. But yeah, that oil's missing. It's actually been moved to the middle. I think that heavily favors Tox, to be honest. I think you have to do a truck rush here, which he is going to do, but it's going to be quite late. Oh, he's actually going to go to the left side. Okay, so what he's probably going to do is concede the middle. Interestingly, these supplies have got less money as well, 20k. 20k. So the middle becomes probably more important long term. There's still a decent amount of money here, which is 40k. But yeah, 1 war factory placed down for BoYcaH. Joseph says, Domi, do you know why you can't play versus demo in challenge mode? To be honest, man, I haven't played the challenge mode for literally years, so I didn't even really know that, to be honest. So yeah, I'm sorry I can't help you there. Is interesting if you can't though. There were some things I think that were made and then stripped from the game, so maybe it was buggy or something. Don't know. I also only found out today that actually there used to be, or there was planned to be, a Leopard tank inside of Zero. It was meant for the USA faction instead of the Crusader. But it got pulled. It's actually apparently in the game files. You can find it on c&conline.com. There's loads of weird shit that was like meant for this game and then pulled. TNT is placed down on the power plant. So gets 100 XP for that. Another power needs to be built. It's actually dropping down a bunker instead. Interesting. ExCaL establishing a forward position here in the middle. With the 2 oils, he should be able to... This is one thing I noticed about ExCaL. He'll make just 1 rebel and get the capture upgrade. Get the oil, and then he'll use that same rebel to capture the other one, rather than making 2 rebels. Interesting, and I think I like it because it's less of an investment to get the oils. Okay, you get him slower, but is it worth the extra $200 to get that a little bit quicker? Sacrificing that $200 earlier. ExCaL actually just likes to make... Oh, as I say that, actually here comes the second rebel, so actually I stand corrected. But yeah, often you will see him. I'll rephrase it. Often you see him just make 1 rebel. Technical coming through and has hit 1 dozer. I don't know if that was RPGs or not, but BoYcaH's actually boxed in his... dozer with the mines. He does save it. ExCaL will go for the dozer hunter. He even warned him before, but this RPG still might get it. Ouch, that dozer is in a lot of pain. Dozer needs to be repaired desperately. There is a way to actually get your dozer trapped in there and use this barracks to defend it and still have the perfect supply placement. BoYcaH not doing that there. Another technical coming through now from ExCaL. Desperately going for that dozer hunter. More RPGs in here. And BoYcaH does manage to shut that down. It does not lose any units, but does lose a lot of HP. ExCaL now collecting stuff from the middle. BoYcaH seems to have control of this left side. There's 2 scorpions here though to deal with. There is another oil at the top. This whole space here is wide open for both players. Middle building there does get cleared out by the flamer, but it's just reoccupied now by another 2 RPGs. With these 2 oils, it's looking real bad for Nuke. Palace already going up. And yeah, with these choke points, it's super hard for Nuke to get anything done. But the one thing going for BoYcaH is he does have control of these 2 oils, and he had relative control of this bottom left side. Helix now being produced by BoYcaH. Got Rebel from... Ooh, here comes the tech RPG, no doubt. That's bad news for the dozer. The dozer needs to run away fast. Tech RPG, I think, is going to be, and it's probably going to hit the dozer. 2 RPGs are going to hit the dozer. Dozer trying to run away desperately. The dozer's going to survive. That dozer is the luckiest dozer I've ever seen. Got loads of Battle Masters here from BoYcaH, but they're all bunched together, and that's going to do a chain, or not chain reaction, but explosive damage to the other Battle Masters. Those Battle Masters need to be careful. Lost a lot of HP. Well, not a lot, but it's chipped them away, and they do become very weak. Chain reaction especially does do a lot of damage. So BoYcaH's going to push forward. He might be lucky and pick off 1 score, but even that score doesn't go down. But there is loads of scrap now, so BoYcaH will be against a super tech. Oh, a lot of Battle Masters going to die here. BoYcaH trying to do splash damage to these units. But with this tech RPG, is that going to come in for the Dozer hunt again? The Dozer has finally repaired itself. Helix is now in the mix. ExCaL is aware there's an airfield. But is he going to be prepared for it? He has the money to drop down another arms dealer. There's another tunnel going down in the middle. Tech RPG again. And this technical is determined to find this Dozer. The Dozer is actually in the middle of getting repaired. Trying to repair. Sometimes when you do it there, because you have to actually enter from there, sometimes you actually can't. And actually, you could get stuck there. Could probably be beneficial to get stuck there. BoYcaH still wants to push from this side. ExCal's managed to get another oil. And BoYcaH, yeah, is way behind in terms of... He's just way behind. Not just in terms of economy, but just way behind. Because he doesn't have these two oils. He even allowed ExCaL to get that oil at the top right. Flamer is going to get in the base, though. And there is a Helix here to support, but there is a lot of quads. So that Flamer, is it going to get in the back? Helix comes in. It's probably going to pick off a lot of Scorps, but it is going to go down awfully quick to the quads. So it does look like GG, to be honest. This is even mined out. So BoYcaH's on 1 supply now against, like, what? 3 oils and 2 supplies as nuke. It's not a situation you want to be in. BoYcaH's going to continue trying, but I really think it's GG. This guy has too much control. ExCaL in the chat said it's a bad idea to try and push the top or the mid. Probably agree. He needs to get this island instead. Yeah, probably do agree, to be honest. But yeah, the fact that ExCal's been allowed to get these oils when they've been pretty much left uncontested by ExCaL, that's just a major mistake. I mean, ExCal's even going to get this one, so he's going to get 4 oils. So this is GG. BoYcaH's even going to kill the oils. I know he wants to kill him super quick just to deny it from ExCaL, but he probably needs him for himself. Like, how else is he going to win? He can't win this. Helix is going to come in from BoYcaH, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get gunned down, even though there's some weak... Okay, Helix is going to clear up. But what can BoYcaH do from this, though? What can he do? Power has been taken out. He's dropping down another power, but there's c&conline here going to steal the Dozer. And that is him going to be dozerless. ExCaL told him not to sell the CC, and maybe he shouldn't have. ExCal's on 7k. There's even a battle burst. This is 100% GG. BoYcaH's going to make a power. That was going to take out the trucks. GG from BoYcaH. Well played to ExCaL. I do think it favors Tok, so I'm expecting a 1-1, but I might be wrong. Let's see. What is this going to? Well, the clues in the title is best of 13. White Serpent is the map. Okay, 3-2 to ExCaL. ExCal's now got an army disadvantage on this specific map, I would say. But what is he going to do? He loves to truck rush. So is he going to truck rush his left side and try and get battle masters through that way? Or is he going to truck rush through the middle? I think a truck rush on the left side might actually be better, because I think the middle is kind of hard to hold. You could get a worker inside of here. You could do the scaffold on top of the workers, so you actually can't get run over by trying to truck. Very, very interesting. Anyway, on the right side, we've got ExCaL with the purple. USA. What am I on about? USA nuke. There should be a USA nuke general, considering how many nukes they have in real life. And a Russia nuke general. But in the bottom right, we have China nuke for ExCaL in the purple. Top left, we've got BoYcaH. Tox in the red. One of his favorite armies, or maybe his favorite army. So I'm expecting a Tox win here, but maybe I'm wrong. Supply center from ExCaL. Going to be built on a slightly different side. Well, completely different side. And he's going for one war factory. And where's the other dozer going to go? He's going to go into the corner. I think he's going to make a fast propaganda center in the corner. I think that's what we're going to see. Fast Lotus, fast Overlords. Maybe that is the key to victory here. Ooh, actually a second war factory. Flamer straight away from ExCaL. Going to go to the middle and probably clear out these buildings. I think flaming these buildings down early on so you can get battle masters through the middle, probably not a bad idea, because as soon as he gets like a line of tunnels here, it's GG. GG for the middle anyway, not GG for the game. GG for the middle. BoYcaH's got no tunnel in his main base, but instead he actually has a tunnel on this right side. Did the terrorist just pop out and kill the flamer? I think it did. Not the greatest of starts there from ExCaL. I don't know if, you know, I would have rather seen from ExCaL a faster propaganda center. Because that propaganda center will be finished now. You could be getting a Lotus out. Ooh. Almost loses another Battlemaster. I think, you know, that could have worked. A fast propaganda center in the corner. I really think that could have worked. Flame here from ExCaL. Now probably will get a flame wall off, but is it going to go down in the process? There is a Tox tunnel finish now, and ExCaL is going to manage to clear out these two buildings. That's exactly what he wants. He wants them to go irreparable down to the rubble so that the Battle Masters can actually do some work in the middle. It's still going to be hard with a line of Tox tunnels. BoYcaH establishing a real strong position here with the tunnel in the middle and these two buildings with the RPGs on the side. Is so strong. So yeah, Tox is having a hard time. Nuke is having a hard time of breaking through. But yeah, I'm adamant about that propaganda center. It could have happened faster. But yeah, I thought he was going to do it, but he actually dropped down another war factory at the last minute. Recoil Zero says to most people playing Revora or Game Ranger these days. To be honest, a lot of people play on Revora in the evenings, but most of my games now, probably 90 or 95%, are all played on Game Ranger, because Revora, you get higher level players on Game Ranger, and your games tend to fill up a little bit quicker. You can add everyone in your friends list. It works. It's kind of easy. You can boot it up as soon as Windows. As soon as Windows is up, you don't have to log in online to find on the communicator who's online and all that kind of stuff. ExCaL managing to break through here in the middle, and actually if he does, that's going to be bad news for BoYcaH. BoYcaH's going to need a lot of Scorpions to deal with this amount of Battlemasters. He's making terrorists, but he's going to need to force fire the ground here. He's going to lose a lot of workers, but in the back actually, ExCaL has lost some trucks. He's only on 2 trucks at the moment. A lot of RPGs here from BoYcaH spread all around the map, and is he going to try and hunt that dozer? But if he's got a super tech there or not. He has popped out 1 RPG, and ExCal's still got 1 dozer. There's a lot of Battlemasters in the base for BoYcaH. BoYcaH does have another supply now on the left of the map, and I think he's got a super tech now, but this technical might actually go down anyway. Yeah, it does go down. But now BoYcaH's main base is compromised. He's got a lot of Scorpions actually, so he should really be able to clear this up. But he's lost a hell of a lot of workers here as well though. Have I tried Doomsday mod on CNC? Nah, I haven't actually. I probably will try a few mods eventually. Did play Shockwave a few times. And some of the mods, like the artwork, looks really amazing. Like if you look at C&C Untitled mod and look in Google Images, look at all the artwork of the units and stuff, it looks proper amazing. But then you actually look at the gameplay of it and it looks a little bit shit. There's also a 0-hour giant robot mod, which I probably just will play because the title is amazing. But yeah, Doomsday, I haven't actually heard of that one before. It's one of the few that I haven't heard of. ExCaL's dozer is quite secure, but it's still susceptible to a hit from either a terrorist or a tech RPG or a score push, and these trucks are in a lot of danger. Certainly look like Toxic's coming out on top again. Someone's getting the oil. It's actually ExCaL getting the oil. Now he's on the propaganda center. He's managing to get the oil. But the terrorists are going to be dropped off instant, and the oil does go down there in the middle. BoYcaH's losing some workers here once again. ExCaL's now on his first Overlord and ECM. Power taking a hell of a beat in there. I think it's because the RPG inside that building and also the RPG here were just slowly killing those two buildings. Yeah, that Battlemaster is going to go down. You've got a Vet 3 Scorp there. Fired a red rocket at it. Don't want to be hit by a red rocket. Lotus capturing another oil. So ExCaL did have 3 oils, but one of them got TNT'd, so now he's on just 2. Propaganda Center does get picked off. Another Overlord is out now for ExCaL. Ooh, the Overlord might get killed here. There's a lot of RPGs. And when these Scorps chasing it, it actually might get picked off. I think. Ooh, it does escape. Only just, though. Very, very low. ExCaL's Lotus, once again, is capturing another oil. And Tentacle in the back is still harassing the trucks. BoYcaH been on point with his truck harassment throughout this game, and that supply and oiling for ExCaL has gone down. But has the dozer been picked off? I'm pretty sure the dozer's been picked off and I just missed it. There's no more dozer. And no more propaganda center either. So BoYcaH now coming seemingly with another TNT. There is no palace tech, another supply going up for BoYcaH. I think this is GG. Just that amount of overlords. He's got a chance, but BoYcaH could just camp it out down here if he wanted to, with just mass tunnels. Yeah. Oil going down, sorry, at the top for ExCaL. Oh, don't know about engaging that for BoYcaH. He's going to lose some units here. He is. These are the type of engagements you don't want to take when you've got this much of an advantage. But he is going to take out one overlord with this sheer amount of RPGs here. So maybe I stand corrected. TNT coming in from BoYcaH as well. And he does kill the overlord. Very good from BoYcaH. He's always on point with his tech terrors. You can always guarantee his tech terrors are going to be super on point. And yeah, this overlord is now left by itself. There's a few units remaining in the base for ExCaL, but it's going to be GG without a dozer, which I happen to miss. Yeah, it's GG. ExCaL losing his oils. He's still got an oil in the middle though. So his economy isn't completely wrecked. He's still on 2 war factories. A lot of RPGs over BoYcaH. I mean, with control over here, even his Lotus has been found. This is GG for ExCaL. ExCaL cannot win. I like this from BoYcaH, just targeting the oils, even if you're just killing it with one RPG or with one Scorpion or whatever, and just leave it. As long as the oil is dying and does eventually die, I just love that. Taking out the oils is so important. Capturing oils fast and killing oils fast is like some of the steps that you have to take if you're going to ever reach the top level in 0. You have to focus on the oils. Use the support powers to kill the oils that you can't get. Capture oils that you can. Secure them early. Secure map control early where the oils are. TNT probably going to come through for BoYcaH, and it does hit the War Factory. Ooh, going to kill the Battlemaster as well. Very nice, but actually doesn't finish the War Factory. Could just use the Technical. Could just use the Technical, but actually he's going to use Technical to actually harass the trucks. Push here from ExCaL, but even if he breaks through all of this, he's still got these buildings to clear, and that's not going to happen, let's face it. This Flamer here is going to take damage. He does have some subliminal messaging, so he can repair it, but Scorpion's just going to pop. This is over. This is GG. Exile said taste of ExCal's own medicine, losing his dozer. I agree, to be honest. It is a big part of the game. And to be honest, what ExCaL does is because he goes for it so often and people know it. Notice before when he said don't sell your CC, because he can make you actually change your strat. He can make you keep your CC. But what I think people need to do their homework on, me included, are different ways that you can actually save your dozer. So what I mentioned before about when you can do a perfect supply placement, then you can do a barracks placed at a slight angle, you can get your dozer trapped inside. So it's actually still a perfect supply placement, but actually you still got your dozer protected relatively, unless he TNTs the barracks as well. Yeah, I think people need to focus on new innovative ways on saving your dozer, and I believe there's loads of ways. Like, for example, dropping down a propaganda center in the corner there, but putting your dozer there and having the propaganda center go from there to there, like from diagonal, so your dozer's trapped in the corner, for example. One way of doing it. So yeah, BoYcaH just really needs to hold on here. I mean, ExCal's still trying his hardest, but with no dozer, it's going to be so hard. BoYcaH's already on a palace. Hopefully he gets the Gamma upgrade. As you know, I'm a big fan of the Gamma. BoYcaH's going to get inside of these buildings. I probably would target down the Battlemasters first, because they can go down easier and the splash damage. Ooh, one of them are going to go down. The Overlord very close to going down. BoYcaH's forced to sell that supply. So ExCal's still putting on the pressure. But ExCal's currently not collecting. Battlemaster now coming out, going to chase away that tech, probably. BoYcaH almost to the Fargo pop. Loses probably, what was that, 1 score for 1 Battlemaster? Probably worth it, given that ExCaL doesn't have very much at all. GG from ExCaL, GG from BoYcaH, and Tox proves to be too strong on this map once again. Probably would be a little bit more interesting if it was like stealth versus nuke, or if it was GLA or whatever. And actually, I still think nuke can win. I think the perfect build order there, providing your opponent doesn't know it, is fast propaganda center, first unit to be a flamer, straight to the middle, flame those 2 buildings, completely. Just flame those 2 buildings so they're dead. Even if you lose the flamer, it doesn't matter as long as you've killed them 2 buildings, so you can't bunker them later. And then go fast overlords. But I suppose if you focus on the middle, he is probably going to get the left. You could truck rush the left and try and delay him, but the idea is to get that fast propaganda center up. You want to get a fast Lotus out. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's no matter which way. If he knows you're doing that, then there's all kinds of ways Tox could react as well. I think Tox wins that 70% of the time. Wish Stars now knew how to stop Ovi, so I watched him get wrecked by one. They're saying Domilix because in a 2v2 tournament, me and ExCaL teamed up, and I lost about I lost about 12 helixes to 1 stinger site. USA versus Inf. I think it's Snowy Drought as the map. Let me just check. I think it's Snowy Drought. USA versus Inf. Snowy Drought. Okay, so we got ExCaL now with the infantry in the south of Snowy Drought. He's playing with the purple color. In the north, we've got BoYcaH with the red USA vanilla. Tim P played with the real Vova today and you won. Oh man, I love that guy, the real Vova. But he is pretty bad at the game. Oh, he is pretty bad. But he takes nuke every time on DEF CON, man. Even if the enemy goes in, if he doesn't give a shit, he just goes nuke. Oh, I don't know, he just likes nuke, what can we say? Right, ExCaL is going for a helix and yeah, just a helix. Okay, interesting. BoYcaH going for War Factory Barracks. Don't know if BoYcaH can see that helix or not. The drone is there and I'm pretty sure it can see up to like there. I don't think he can actually see that. ExCal's actually sending those over here and going to build a bunker now. I don't think BoYcaH can see the helix. But the helix is going to be slow though because it's been built all the way over there by the second dozer. It's not been built immediately in the base. Load of tank hunters now out from ExCaL. And this is a good box off, to be honest. A good little Sim City going on. This V here from BoYcaH is probably not going to be able to achieve a lot. Might kill a minigunner. And now BoYcaH is going to try and actually get inside of the supply line. But the V is going to take heavy damage. Is there going to be a laser lock on the Lix? There is, but it fires 2 shots. Important damage to get off a little bit of damage on the helix, but the helix has now been revealed, and we've got another V coming forward from BoYcaH. Oh, the score's 3-3. I just read the chat. 3-3, score is updated. Nice laser lock. Actually, he's going to pick off the helix. Ah, that is such a bad situation for ExCaL. Yeah, 12 helixes for 1 stinger site is definitely worth it. If it was like 13, 14 helixes, you probably wouldn't go for it. But if you just want to take out 1 stinger, I mean, it's so important. 12 helixes full of tank hunters, you've got the bunker upgrade, you've got the speaker tower, all of that stuff. It's all expensive, but I mean, a stinger site is super, super important. You've got to take out a stinger. The guy with the Arabic name says DoMiNaToR update the score. A little bit harsh. Was it because of my helixes? Yeah, there's a delay on the chat, so whenever you type it, I don't see it until like a minute and a half later, or a minute and 20 seconds later. So BoYcaH is going to push on this right side. It might take out a barracks, might cause a bit of damage to this helix from range. Helix, is that going to chase the Vs or not? BoYcaH is going to be pushed out. I actually think if you play infantry correctly here, if you just play solid, I actually think infantry's got the advantage. Because I think you can keep him busy enough, keep the USA busy enough, and then transition into helix and go for the dozer hunt. I've seen infantry win on this map a few times. But BoYcaH's playing this USA very well so far. I mean, he's only gone War Factory Barracks, but he's reacting with his Vs, going in all the right places. BoYcaH is at risk of getting dozer hunted now, but actually only 1 dozer goes down for a full helix. I mean, yeah, that's worth it, because if you consider the dozer is worth 1,000, helix is worth 1,500, the bunker's worth, is it 400? Oh, is it 400 or 600 for him? Man, I get confused sometimes. I think it's 400, is it? Or 600, I can't fucking remember. But yeah, all the tank hunters inside, 8 times 300. I know that one. It's expensive. But yeah, definitely worth it for one dozer, because I mean, ExCal's strat is going to be to kill that second dozer, and once he kills the second dozer, that's GG. Yeah, I think on this map, you drop down these 2 bunkers here, either here and here, or anywhere on these 2 sides, and it becomes so hard to crack infantry with that when those 2 bunkers are in place. Mark Smart says, what are you going to do if in the final domination Vova enters and says go casino? Well, if he enters and says go casino, the decider will be on casino, and it will be a 3-player 3 free-for-all, and Vova will play in it. If it happens, we'll make it happen. And then the 2 pros will be fighting it out, and then Vova will be left alone building markets or whatever he's doing, and he will just, yeah, imagine if he won. Imagine if he won. Outpost is going to pick off the second dozer, might even kill the CC scaffold. BoYcaH's not paying attention. Oh, dozer hunted. BoYcaH, and the strat's going down as well. BoYcaH's going to rush to save it, but is he going to be there in time? Gonna be close. He's gonna try and take 1v down with him with this outpost, but now this big V army from BoYcaH is gonna try and do the damage to ExCaL, but ExCal's gonna go into super bunker mode. This is the situation. I mean, me and LuciferArise played this one, and we both dozer hunted each other, and the inf won both times by doing exactly this. I mean, you just build 50 bunkers now, put all your guys inside of all your bunkers. There's nothing USA can do against that many bunkers. USA has to keep his dozer. So BoYcaH's going to be out now trying to do maximum damage as fast as possible. Probably attacking on this side and through that bunker might be the way to do it. BoYcaH's going to send one. I mean, he needs to do something now. He can't hang around too long, because these outposts are going to reinforce it now for ExCaL. There's a lot of tank hunters inside of there. These Vs are going to go down, but I mean, he has no choice. You have to do the damage now before even more bunkers get placed down. The bunker's going to get cracked, but there's so many outposts here with so many tank hunters inside. Yo, Ziad Maha, welcome, man. I'm glad you watch all the streams. Very, very nice. Spalding in the chat says you're never supposed to win after losing your first helix like that. Maybe so, but I really highly rate infantry on this map. Like I said before, you drop down these 2 bunkers, either there and there, and like USA can't get in. He can't go there. He can't go there. You've got your outpost army. You're keeping him busy with the outpost, and you transition into helix and dozer hunting. That's normally the strat that I've seen before. And this time the helix didn't achieve anything. He actually dozer hunted him with the outpost. So yeah, maybe great reaction for BoYcaH. He should have saved his dozer, and maybe then he'd be in a good position. Colonel Burton is actually planting TNTs on just civilian buildings that don't belong to ExCaL yet. Maybe BoYcaH can get to level 3. BoYcaH's trying desperately to break through here, taking a massive engagement. A lot of tank hunters going down. Still a lot remaining. Bunker does go down. Dozer gets picked off, but there is already a CC. And BoYcaH might actually break through here. Does have a lot of Vs still. He needs to reinforce it with more Vs. He's getting close to level 3, so he's going to have Pathfinders. ExCaL is taking a bit of a beating here, but there's still mines in play from the bunker. Colonel Burton has already killed them buildings, and this barracks is in danger. This supply will probably get picked off. BoYcaH's just going to brute force this bunker with his missile defenders. Important that the strategist and it remained alive. It gives extra range to these Vs. But yeah, that's going to go down now. Going to get some veterancy on these Vs. And ExCal's, I think he's playing this wrong. Sending all of this forward instead of bunkering inside of his bunker. ExCal's also got more money to produce. He's got 2,900, but he's not bringing this dozer over here to drop down more bunkers. Because I really think just a big line of bunkers here, and there's nothing. Well, there is something USA can do, which you do what BoYcaH's doing, but it's just become so hard. I suppose, yeah, the range thing is a big factor here. Pathfinders are going to be out soon. Flashbangs are already in play. And BoYkaH's going to break through. I mean, this is amazing what BoYkaH's doing here. Just piling on the pressure. Pathfinder's now out. And BoYkaH's done it, man. I think. Well, ExCaL's going to be soon level 3, so actually maybe not, because the carpet here, carpet and mines, is going to wreck that army. And that's going to be hard, man. That's going to be hard. Carpet is now ready. It's going to come like literally from here. It's going to go from here. Artillery already fired. Why would you fire the artillery? Oh, is it going to hit the main base? Surely no, man. What's he doing? He's fired the carpet at the main base of BoYkaH, but it's not going to reach his target. Surely he should have carpeted the Vs. That was a guaranteed kill. Yeah, that's a big bad decision there for ExCaL. BoYkaH reacted correctly. ExCaL didn't think that the carpet wouldn't reach its target, but BoYkaH did react correctly. There's a lot of Vs there. But yeah, I think the fact that he fired the artillery first gave BoYkaH the notification, actually, that the carpet was coming. So yeah, I think ExCaL's reacted quite badly to this attack, which is rare to say. I would have been dropping down more bunkers on this side. Protecting this CC was super important, and that carpet needed to be on this army, because you wipe out that army and suddenly you're back in this. Colonel Burton's taking out the CC the slow way. But yeah, once the CC goes down, ExCaL can't drop down another CC unless he sells his airfield. BoYkaH's on an insane amount of money. He's still on power. Capture upgrade. Sorry, not capture upgrade. Capture coming in for the repair bay. That's good news for these Vs, because now they're all auto repairers if they've got an ambulance by them at all times. So yeah, not convinced that ExCaL played this anywhere near perfect. That first helix going down. The build order in general, but the lack of bunkers and the infantry not going inside the bunkers for the most part. Yeah, I don't know. This bunker's going to try and hold up, but I think BoYkaH's just going to break through. Yeah, it's GG. Well played to BoYkaH. A lot of mines, a lot of destruction there when ExCaL quit. But yeah, GG. After he got those handed, I thought it might be over, but actually he's managed to come back here. Well played to BoYkaH. 4-3 is the score. Like I said, I actually highly rate Inf here. I think Inf can win. In fact, the times I've seen it before, like I said before, Inf has won. So yeah, BoYkaH could make it 5-3 right here. Possibly. Snowy Drought V4. Okay, so we got BoYkaH now with the red, China infantry in the south. Chance to make it 5-3 here. I do believe, like I said before, infantry has got a good chance at making this 5-3. Definitely not an underdog. Oh, maybe a little bit if it goes late game, Pathfinders come out. But then we got ExCaL in the north with USA Vanilla and the purple. It's going for a barracks first. Interesting choice. Is he going to be going for a drop, or is he going to go for a fast capture? Looks like a fast capture. Okay. Okay. Vet 3 Vanilla Raptor incoming. So a Vanilla Raptor for USA does take out a outpost. We've got outpost barracks from BoYkaH. BoYkaH dropping down these two bunkers, probably in the key places. I actually like it back here. I still kind of like it, but it would that whole area would be impregnable. That's a nice word for you. If that bunker was there instead. But the benefit of it being there is you've got more control over this area. So yeah, not a lot of people know this, but a vanilla raptor one-shots an outpost. And ExCaL is managing to capture the oil and drop down a fire base. First outpost coming across the map, but BoYkaH's going to have a shock of his life when a Vet 3 vanilla raptor one-shots his outpost. Raptor is now circling. War Factory. Ooh. Okay, so one shots it, but does it normally kill the stuff inside, or did he just evac that in time? So yeah, lucky for BoYkaH, he hasn't really lost anything. Because BoYkaH lost the outpost, but he already evac'd one guy inside of here, and he evac'd one guy inside of here, and he evac'd that one. Don't know if it kills everything inside or not. I think it normally does, but I think BoYkaH was just lucky there in the fact that he evac'd it first. Maybe expected this from ExCaL. I haven't seen ExCaL do this before. Outpushing BoYkaH on the left now, and the raptor does come in. It did kill the stuff inside, but there was only one guy inside at the time that it did kill it. More fire bases going up for ExCaL now. Nice build order, to be honest. Because now he's got the oil. He's going to get the refinery very soon. And he's got fire bases in all the right places. So yeah, it's going to be hard for infantry now. Not sure what the Vanilla Raptor actually does against a Helix. I don't think it one-shots a Helix, but it might leave it extremely low though. So a Helix here could have wrecked ExCaL, maybe. Laser lock on one of the trucks here. And on the dozer, of course, as ExCaL is going to laser lock your dozer. Might escape though, it is going to escape. But there is another missile defender here. He's not hitting the dozer with that one just yet. The V has escaped down to the bottom right, and BoYkaH does have control of this bunker. The Vet 3 Vanilla Raptor is flying around. They're going to go for the dozer hunt, but it is going to go down. Not going to manage to get to Vet 3. Don't think you actually get Veteran C from killing the dozer anyway. This V here is going to go down. So yeah, actually, ExCal's in a good position. What is BoYkaH going to transition into? He's getting a propaganda center. He's got his third supply. ExCal's getting search and destroy. The NA Lange, I'm good, thanks, man. How are you? ExCaL clearing up all the units in the middle now. We've got an assault troop crawler as well as a load of tank hunters from BoYkaH. But these Vs with search and destroy should be able to pick off these one by one as long as they're not all grouped together. The Vet 3 Vanilla Raptor is still flying around trying to get vetted. Ooh, is he gonna be able to get through? Oh my god. BoYkaH's dozers sometimes are extremely lucky. Dozer does manage to survive. ExCaL knew that was there because he used the intelligence from the strategy center. CC now going up for ExCaL and another firebase going up for him as well. Problem is now, like, he's building these firebases. Yeah, that's all well and cool. He's got his oil and he's got his refinery. All yeah, well and cool. But he doesn't have these, and it's hard to secure these against him because he's like 1 or 2 minigunners here. And the Chinooks are going to have a hard time collecting from that. So yeah, what does BoYkaH do now? He's dropping down a CC. Is ExCaL going to try and go for the dozer hunt again? I think BoYkaH's playing a little bit defensive at the moment, trying to stop that dozer hunt from coming in. More fire bases going down for ExCaL. He's in super bunker mode here with the amount. 5 bases, but the advantage that BoYkaH has is that once he gets his oil in refinery, and he's got that third supply. He's going to be an economic advantage. The Raptor is coming in now. Is it going to be able to kill that Dozer on 99%? 97. Ow. That changes the game a lot. Instantly, you see BoYcaH producing stuff because his money went down a lot. Then I think he had like close to 6 or 7k. Now he's on 4 point something. He's going to be spamming units out of those barracks. I actually don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. More firebase is going down now for ExCaL. Like just producing like 1 million tank hunters from both of them, assault troop crawlers, everything straight down the map. You want to do the damage now. I actually don't think that's the baddest strat. But as soon as ExCaL builds another 2 firebases, it's going to be hard to break through. ExCal's wall of defense, it's like a North Korea border. You don't want to go in no man's land, which is there. BoYcaH's going to try and push on this right side. I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea because you can take control of this area. We've got an Aurora out for ExCaL. An expensive unit, $2,000. And can go down quick, but it also can do devastating damage. Does pick off the assault troop crawler. And did it kill an ECM as well? Don't think it killed the ECM. It actually destroyed that building. Which actually, weirdly, that building there, pretty sure it can be garrisoned. It's a bit of a weird building you don't expect. But yeah, it destroyed that building. In there is a place where you can tuck a GLA worker and build a tunnel on here without being killed. I think you can actually kill it from the back, maybe. Not a lot of people know that. Pro strats, pro strats. Artillery platform is captured now by BoYcaH. That's going to be annoying for ExCaL because he is going to take a bit of damage here, but BoYcaH's going to try and brute force straight through the middle here. I don't know how successful that's going to be. The fire bases here are going down. Lotus is going to disable these from range. Aurora comes in and totally misses. Fire bases are going to be taken down though on this left side. Left side is breached, but BoYcaH needs to bring more though. He needs to bring everything now. BoYcaH is on a rampage trying to push through. All of them fire bases have gone down. BoYcaH is now almost 3-star. It doesn't really make any difference actually for infantry. Probably could cancel his CC if he wants any more money. But he needs to do the damage now. Taking out the war factory. Is he just going to engage the Vs? I thought he was going to go deep in the base. Yeah, well, he isn't spending all of his money. That's why I'm confused about. He's not constantly producing out of these barracks. Like, why is there not like 20 million tank hunters queued up from that barracks? That's what I'm confused about. Search and destroy is still going to be a problem because the extra range on these Vs. ExCal's going to want to get to level 3, and when Pathfinders come out, that's going to be GG surely. He doesn't even have an airfield. He can't transition into like helixes or MiGs, anything like that. ExCal's just going to actually try to go for the base. He's going to lose... Is he even going to lose 1V? I don't think so. ExCal's on a very, very close to level 3. CC is at risk of going down. Dozer building another barracks just to make sure you can still produce Pathfinders. CC's going down. There's going to be a lot of rangers come out of there with flashbangs. Needs to go inside of that assault troop crawler to make sure he doesn't take a load of damage in the flashbangs. A10 coming in. Does annihilate the assault troop crawler and all the infantry around it. As soon as Pathfinder's out though, that's bad news for BoYcaH. He's getting a little bit close here. Strategy center is in danger of going down. Strat center does go down. BoYcaH's putting up a good fight, but as soon as one Pathfinder's out, I mean, they're struggling against the flashbangs anyway. Now he's finally doing that with the barracks, but it's too late, man. It's too late now because Pathfinder's already out. He needed that big blob before. See, I don't think BoYcaH can win now. ExCaL can just camp it out with the Pathfinders. There's no way to win this BoYcaH. He does have a lot of money, BoYcaH, but I mean, against Pathfinders are such a game breaker for infantry. I think it's imbalanced. You have to say it's imbalanced. Pathfinders, I mean, in like patch 1.4 plus, is it what? Yeah, 1.04 plus and 1.06. I'm sure they nerfed the Pathfinders, nerfed the damage and increased the price. I definitely, against the inf, it's just ridiculously overpowered, man. Your infantry and your enemy has snipers. What could possibly go wrong? All of your units revolve around infantry and low armored vehicles that can be popped open easy. Your whole idea is Your whole idea is infantry, and the enemy has fucking snipers, invisible snipers that can kill you from a massive range. What could possibly go wrong? I think the way to fix it is increase the price of the Pathfinders. I mean, they're anti-Jarman Cal as well, which is kind of ridiculous. They just one-shot a hero. Increase the price, increase the build time, take away the invisibility, maybe? Take away the invisibility. You basically just need to fuck the Pathfinder for it to become balanced. But USA does have a hard time in the beginning against Inf. So Inf is good in the beginning, USA is good later. I mean, difficult to balance the game 100%, but Pathfinders do completely, just completely wreck Inf's chances. This is a decent army now from BoYcaH. But ExCaL just has so much stuff. He has so many 5 aces. Strat center being produced. He still has an airfield. He's got a pilot there. Wants to vet up his V's a little bit more. Search and destroy deployed. He could get Colonel Burton out. A10 on the buildings. Spectre eventually when he gets to that level. It's hard, man. Like, this is just like, what chance have they got? Hey, there's no chance against that. There's no chance. BoYcaH coming in with the counter-attack, though. He might actually be able to cause some quite a bad damage here. But BoYcaH's base is in danger. Bukowski says my mic's making funny noises sometimes. Okay, that's interesting. I'll check it out. Hopefully I don't need a new one because it is quite expensive. But my computer probably hasn't been restarted in a few days, so maybe that's linked. It's been doing some pretty heavy duty work overnight, every night, so it could be that. Yeah, once this army here goes down for BoYcaH, the Pathfinder should just be able to come in and clear it all. BoYcaH should already GG, to be honest. It's a waste of time. But I appreciate there's money on the line. He wants to win. But there's so many Vs out for ExCaL. This is unwinnable now. I don't have a Yeti, by the way. I have it's a Shure SM7B. It's one of the best microphones in the world, to be honest. So I really hope it's not screwed. It's going to be an expensive replacement. Yeah, there is a lot of equipment it's plugged into, so maybe it's one of those. But yeah, I'll check it out. Probably linked to my computer not being restarted. Okay, artillery platforms from ExCaL doing big damage to these outposts. Took out one ECM there. A10 coming in. Does miss the target though. Does miss the target. Pathfinder's just so overpowered, man. Can't wait to see the amount of units he's destroyed. You see there? That one there, where my mouse cursor is now, 247 units destroyed, that is. Whereas the BoYcaH only 81 and lost 247, so it's crazy. 3%.
You have been defeated.
Oh, I love that. I love that. 3% for the CC. Well played, well played. %3 on the CC. I love it. DNA Lange says, Dom, question. When will there be another update? Please let them add dozer build for War Factory for China's and USA's to balance due to no GLA workers. Well, I got news for you. EA Games are not updating the game anymore. Last update was probably close to 17 years ago. So there's no chance of an update. But with your comment about War Factories making dozers, I don't know, you know, I kind of like the dozer hunting ability. If you sell your CC, I kind of like it. I don't think that imbalances the game too much, unless you like China vanilla. Is it Baron Badlands? Let me check. Baron Badlands, the balanced version. Baron Badlands balanced. ExCaL says 1.0 Force could be completely imbalanced if ExCaL plays it. Vanilla Raptors are cheap. Well, ExCaL probably shows you the only time when Vanilla Raptors are actually useful, so I don't really think it breaks the game, to be honest. But I do get what you're saying. He did make it work, to be fair. Right, we've got ExCaL on the right side. We've got a 4-4 score line, over halfway now through the series. Best of 13, first to win 7 games. LuciferArise is our sponsor this time. And we got a no eco, or what looks like to be a no eco, from ExCaL. Potentially. Actually, no, not a no eco. He's actually going for 2 ranges. And a V. So he's going to have use the 2 missile defenders and the V to harass in the base, but before that, it's probably going to drop off his ranger to go and get the oil. Just give him a lift. DNA Lange says to make the dozers worth 1,500 from the War Factory. To be honest, I like your thinking. I think it's a possibility, and I don't think it would wreck the game or anything, but I do like the fact, as much as we complain about it, and when it happens to you, you're like, oh, been dozer hunted, it's so lame, blah blah blah. I think if we took away dozer hunting, I think that would change the game too much, man. And people know and love 1.04. They've been playing it for, like we said, 17 years or whatever. If you then change the game completely like that, I have a feeling more people will dislike it than like it. I kind of like, it sounds weird, but I kind of like the dozer hunting ability. It's a one way that you can come back from a lost situation, dozer hunt the opponent, and just build 55 bases, and you can still somehow kind of win. I think that's good, you know. I mean, I might be completely wrong. Maybe we could do a poll on it or something, and see what other people think. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we've got V. Missile defender's killing the trucks. It's going to be chased away. Could run into mines here, but there's actually no mines here from BoYcaH. ExCaL has now been allowed to get both oils. Troop crawler from BoYcaH down the top of the map. Laser lock there doesn't quite work out for ExCaL. It does have a nice amount of V's out now. We've got 3. Troop crawler in the back of his base. He actually had some tank miners inside there as well and took out a dozer and a V. That is a very strong attack there from BoYcaH. He actually kills the ambulance and dealing damage to the Chinook as well. Takes out potentially another V. Sends it all fully low. That was a beast of an attack there from BoYcaH. I think he's won that one game with that troop crawler. Really decent attack there from BoYcaH. Killed the majority of the army. And he could even kill this Chinook here now probably. He's going up to the top to actually try and dozer hunt ExCaL. But yeah, they're going to actually get taken out. BoYcaH now going to capture the oils. He already has captured this top left one. ExCaL going to push straight down the middle of the map, and that is the last dozer for BoYcaH. You do not want to leave that in front of ExCal's Vs, but napalm MiGs are already in play. And the dozer... Don't tell me that dozer's going to survive again. Are you joking me? Dozer does go down. But BoYcaH's got everything he needs. He's got War Factory, he's got a barracks, he's got MiGs out already. So I actually prefer the position that BoYcaH is in, and he could actually dozer hunt ExCaL here. ExCal's going to run out of this spot here, I think. So he is going to save his dozer for now, but I think BoYcaH's already got a massive advantage because he's got the oil, he's got a supply advantage. Well, actually, he's got half a supply advantage. ExCal's actually not actually collecting on his other Chinook here. Dozer is going to get picked off. BoYcaH picks off the dozer, and both players are now dozer hunted. But yeah, I prefer China's position because the napalm MiGs here are just like super strong against these Vs. You make a V, it gets napalm MiG, GG. Yeah, both players hunted. Chinook there for ExCaL going to go down. That one is still not collecting. Major mistake there from ExCaL. He's only just realized. Troop crawler coming through from BoYcaH. Yeah, he does have the Red Guard veterancy. I was going to say that's worth getting now. If you dozer hunt it, definitely worth getting it. MiGs come in and pick off the Avenger. That's an expensive loss. $2,000 that's worth. ExCal's not collecting on the top supply. He does have the money for it, but maybe he's saving for another Avenger. Maybe that's what it is. There's Ranger down here is going to get picked off, and the Red Guard here. Nice shot there from BoYcaH. Just fires one of his missiles from one MiG. BoYcaH a little bit indecisive there with his Helix. Did lose the Helix pretty much for nothing. I think he could have just gone in and engaged the missile defenders and it would have survived. But either way, ExCaL GG's out and BoYcaH takes this game 5-4. It's going to be the score. BoYcaH takes the lead once again. Do I think there'll ever be a Generals 2? Well, they attempted it once and then abandoned it. So, I don't know. Will there be a 0-hour remaster in the future? Potentially. Especially if we keep making the noise and let EA Games know how alive the game still is. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Barren, Badlands, Balanced, 0-hour V1. How did BoYcaH fire one missile from his MiG? He clicked on it really fast and then clicked off it really fast. That's what he did. Or you click and you can press stop in the air as well. I think he clicked it fast and then moved it away. Okay, so we've got BoYcaH now on the right side with the Super Weapon General in the red. Barren Badlands balanced, and on the left hand side we've got ExCaL with the purple China Vanilla. I think China Vanilla has a hard time here. It's a bit of a weird map. I hate this ridge. My brain can't really comprehend this massive ridge. Because you build a bunker here and you send your barracks guys, you send your tank hunters down here and they're separated from your main base. So I suppose it's one way of doing it, dropping down the barracks down there. So you can build your supply and then drop down your bunker and then your barracks is still here. So yeah, actually not that bad. What do I think about Dozer from War Factory as a general ability? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It could work and it would probably end up in more longer cool games. But there's something about it, man. There's no other game where you can get Dozer hunted. And it can be a desperate situation. You've only got a few buildings and you can't make any more. Like in the previous game where both players got Dozer hunted and then it's a fight to the last building and stuff like that. There's something about it. If you take that away, I don't know. Although I hate getting Dozer hunted and I would love to be able to build him from the War Factory. Just something about it. It's like it's a key part of 0 hour. Like, how often do you have a stream and somebody doesn't get Dozer hunted? You're significantly changing it. It could work, and I'm sure if I get Dozer hunted and I can build something from my War Factory, even with a General's promotion, it could work, and I'm sure at that moment I probably would be happy. But you're taking, like, how can we put an analogy to this? It's like having Donald Trump, but he actually has good hair. You're taking away his shit hair and giving him good hair, but then it's no longer Donald Trump because he has like this really, really bad wig. And you take that away, is it really still Donald Trump? Well, yes, it is. but you've just changed a significant part of it. There's your analogy. Anyway, this V from BoYcaH didn't achieve anything. He is one game ahead, so he can afford to throw this game away, but I don't think you should just throw it away just by throwing Vs away for nothing. ExCaL is under pressure to win this game. He is getting the airfield up. Pretty much the same position as BoYcaH was, dropping down a bunker in the same position. So we're seeing ExCaL in action. Big V push down the south of the map, but Napalm MiG's not yet ready, but one MiG is out, but he's probably researching the Napalm right now. MiG takes off. But BoYcaH's going to try and just push in here, take out the Dozer, but this has got like 3 tank hunters inside of there. MiG's coming now, and they've got the Napalm. Big push here from ExCaL. Now all of MVs have gone down for pretty much nothing. So yeah, it's looking very bad for this super weapon, to be honest. MiG's coming in now. Those are going to get picked off. GG. Looks like China's overpowered, at least today, against super weapon. I'm just catching up on the chat. Do I smoke weed? And a few people saying I'm high. Well, listen to me. I think that analogy was pretty good, to be honest. Like, to compare it, I think it was. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the dose is like 3,500 or it's a general's promotion or whatever, because even if you get dose hunted, like BoYcaH's dose hunted now, you're killing more and more units, but then he's still going to level up and he's still going to be able to purchase that ability. So as long as you've got a war factory, you can still do it. So pretty much every game, he's still going to do it. Yeah, you're not going to choose at this point to get a 10 over a dozer. You need to get a dozer out now. So yeah, whether it costs 3,500 or not, you're still significant. I'm not saying it's bad. It probably would lead to more longer, decent games. Like sometimes you get those 100 in 2 minutes and the game's over. Is that fun? No, not necessarily. It's not. Should you get better at protecting your dozer? Yeah, you probably should. But yeah, these makes just going to clear up now. Okay, he's making Avengers, but I mean, he's got so many gats out. He gets chain gun especially, and he can just brute force attack this. ExCaL has both foils as well. I think this is a waste of time. I think China has won it again. DNA Lanjo, I missed your question. He says, question, Domi, whilst we are debating, would you pick the dozer ability if you're against a stronger army? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean the generals? If it was a general's promotion in the game, would I pick it? I'd only pick it if I got dozer hunted. And I'd wait till I'm dozer hunted before I purchase it. Because you can still gain veterancy when you're dying. Yeah, other than that, I don't understand your question. What you mean, would I implement it in the game? I don't know, man. It's quite a vague question. You don't always get dozer hunted when you're against a stronger army. In fact, when you're against a stronger army, most of the time you don't get dozer hunted. Most of the time you just get overrun because the army's stronger. So yeah, BoYcaH's trying some aggression here, but there's so many tank and there's so many gats. He's got chain gun now as well. This is over. BoYcaH's wasting time. He's having a little go here, but this is GG. He's even got Infernos and MiGs coming. Not the best, well, I suppose. I was going to say not the best MiG usage. I think he could have cleared that up without the MiGs. But yeah, this is over. There's nothing BoYcaH can do against this. GG from BoYcaH. And 5-5 is the score, very evenly matched. No one has significantly taken the lead. I think it's always been a difference of 1. So maybe we're going through to a decider. I think it's BoYcaH's matchup pick now. What is he going to pick? We've got Demo and Tank on Jungle Wolf as an option. USA versus GLA on Tournament City. Bit of a weird map though, that, because your second supply, your workers have to walk far, man, to get their supply. Air versus Stealth and Rebellion. What the hell is Rebellion? Air versus Stealth on Rebellion. Okay, that's Rebellion. Could be that. Matchup. Whose is it? Boy. Air Stealth Rebellion. That was a fucking good guess, wasn't it? Air Stealth Rebellion. Okay, so it's going to be Air versus Stealth on Rebellion. If this goes to 6-6, which it looks like that's the way it's heading, then the decider will be a nuke mirror on Forgotten Air Battle. So yeah, potentially only 3 games left. Well, definitely only 3 games left. Maybe 2. 2 or 3 games left. BoYcaH just needs to be right back a second. Remember to look out for the other streams that are coming up. So we've got ExCaL versus Fargo tomorrow. I think that's happening at 16 GMT. I'm going to ask both of the players if they can potentially do that a little bit earlier at like 15 or 14 GMT. It might not be possible, but I'm going to try. Otherwise, that's sticking at 16 GMT. That's for the quarterfinals of the Domination $1,300 prize pool tournament. Friday, currently no live streams lined up. And then on Saturday, we've got Size against Vivid at 13 GMT, round 5, aka the quarterfinals of that same tournament. And there we go. I filled the silence, and we're off. We've got ExCaL in the north with the Rebellion map. He's playing as the USA Air Force in the purple. In the south, we have Big BoYcaH in the red with the GLA Stealth. Going for a fake barracks first. That's why I built so fast. That gives him the opportunity to send his worker now forward. Interesting thing about this map, you've got this little village over here where you can easily get some worker to build a tunnel, put your RPGs inside of here. Pretty strong place. I think, you know, we're going to see Where's the drone of ExCaL? Has he placed his drone yet? Ah, I think he delayed his... Did he delay his drone or did he just have it there anyway? So yeah, terrorist being produced by BoYcaH just in case there is a drop. But this worker here is going to get found. Bad news for BoYcaH. Going to kill the worker pretty fast. Selvizo0 says, is Barren Badlands a China map? I don't know, man. I haven't seen enough games on it, but China does seem strong against USA. I don't think it's unwinnable. USA can just do a no eco. I think one full V from the beginning can do a lot of damage to China as well. I don't know. China doesn't do bad there. I don't know if it's enough to say a China map. I probably haven't seen enough of it, to be honest, or played enough of it. I actually hate Barren Badlands, so I make an effort not to fucking play it because I hate it. There you go. If you want to beat me in a tournament, pick Barren Badlands. Because I really hate it. I'm happy just to either lose the game or 1-1. I really don't like Barren Badlands. TNT from BoYcaH does manage to pick off the supply, so straight away ExCaL is only on one supply. Nevertech coming in from BoYcaH on this left hand side, and that's going to probably be RPGs. Picks off the dozer, might now turn around and pick off the V's, but the V's are pretty full, so they can't go and get the tech. Tech's going to have to run away. Those around the back from ExCaL is just going for a random drive, and he's going to kill a load of workers there. BoYcaH's not seeing this. Going to kill all 5 workers, I think. Oh, 3 gone down so far. 2 have survived. Tech's all popping from BoYcaH, and another worker. Poor worker, man. I think if they do release a patch for 0, that's one thing where the animation should be a lot better. The worker should literally get crushed under the tire, like in graphic, gory detail, and like get chewed up and like spun around the wheel, stuck in the wheel arch. I think that's something that should be added as like a priority. A lot of techs in the back, but there is now a combat Chinook. ExCal's kept his CC, so even if his RPG's inside of here, and the CC can just reproduce any dozers, but a lot of techs died in the making of this replay. I don't think there's any quads out at the moment, so this combat Chinook is going to clear up. Amazingly, he killed all of them techs and only has this amount of XP. I mean, it was even lower a minute ago. He got majority of the XP from killing the tunnel, not from actually killing the technicals. ExCal's actually killed his own dozer, so then he doesn't have to protect it from a hijacker, which he knows is out. Because he's scanned it, he's seen the hijacker, he's just killed his own dozer. So yeah, there's no dozer in sight. Hijacker's going to be running around. But ExCaL now does not have to worry about it. Pro strats. Quads pop, picks off 1 V. Combat Chinook comes in, takes out 2 quads, and now the V's can engage the tunnel. I think BoYcaH's going to have to concede this game. This attack from air is just so strong. The V's combined with the combat Chinook is just so hard to deal with. BoYcaH's wasting time running around with the Chinook, sorry, not the Chinook, we're running around with the hijacker. And ExCal's even busy looking for it, but even then I wouldn't even worry about it. It's just wasted micro time there from BoYcaH. ExCaL did find the hijacker in the end. BoYcaH's hijacking mission didn't pay off. He's making rebels now to capture the oils, And another combat Chinook is now in play for ExCaL. He puts a load of missile defenders in there, and then suddenly this composition is just so hard to deal with. The bad thing for ExCaL, if you just get a TNT on one of his key buildings, like the power and the war factory, for example, in there, he's going to have to remake that dozer that he already killed for $1,000. But in the grand scheme of things, you've stopped your opponent from getting the capture upgrade. Sorry, not from getting the power. So I actually quite like it. No capture upgrade yet from BoYcaH. BoYcaH is losing a lot of stuff to these Vs. And the Vs now might even be able to take out the tunnel. BoYcaH, I don't know if he wants to pop from there, because if this tunnel goes down, his army is stuck there. And then ExCaL can just pretty much go to the main base. So loads of technicals brought. RPGs do take out one V, so now ExCaL is forced to run away from that. But the combat Chinooks have actually gone in the main base. Because the quads are popped outside of the tunnel, this is what I said, man. The combat Chinooks have just been able to go straight to the arms dealer. Spectre gunship? Oh, in the middle. Interesting choice. Gonna kill the rebel. It's not firing all of its bullets though. When it comes around this side, it's not firing. So actually the oil survives, which is rare for a Spectre not to be able to kill it. Maybe it's the terrain or something. AAA said, we're having a Vet 3 Jarman on a skateboard help your chances. What you mean as BoYcaH here? Probably would help significantly actually, but I mean, don't know what he's going to snipe, but maybe Vet 3 Jarman on a skateboard can actually snipe combat Chinooks. Because he does need to do something about his combat Chinooks. That's probably something Jarman should be good at. Jarman should be able to snipe these. Jarman should be able to snipe Chinooks. Maybe only Chinooks. Because combat Chinooks are so powerful, man. It's the Air Force. Air Force needs... I think initially, you know, in the original game was meant to be, I don't know for sure, something I read or someone said it to me, is that the point defense lasers were actually supposed to be an upgrade of like $2,000. I think it actually is in the game, but actually you can't get it from any of the buildings. Like in the game files. Yes, someone mentioned that to me in the Discord channel. ExCaL's now obviously on 2000 XP, A10 coming in on this tunnel, probably going to take one quad of it minimum. Yeah, it is. One V does go down though. Combat Chinooks come in and they're clearing up here. A lot of RPGs though are taking out almost one of the combat Chinooks. Yeah, it's certainly looking bad at the moment for BoYcaH. So it's such a massive army to deal with. GG from him. Well played. And ExCaL now only needs defeated. One more to take this set. ExCaL's on 6 and BoYcaH's on 5. So that map is called Rebellion, in case you're wondering what it's called. Rebellion is here. So now BoYcaH's going to play as Air against ExCaL's Stealth. BoYcaH has to win. BoYcaH has to win now 2 in a row. This Air versus Stealth, and then he has to win a nuke mirror on Forgotten Air Battle. I'm actually quite looking forward to the nuke mirror. I hope that happens. So I'm kind of rooting for a BoYcaH win on this specific game, so we can go to a decider. I love a decider. So yeah, BoYcaH's going to play as Air Force. I'm going to imagine here he's going to keep his CC. He likes to keep his CC as Air Force. ExCaL's decision. Okay, so yeah, BoYcaH needs to win 2 in a row. ExCaL needs to just win 1 more. So we're closing in on the end of this series. We've got ExCaL in the south with the Chile Stealth in the purple. We've got BoYcaH with the red USA Air Force in the north. Yeah, the map here is Rebellion. And yeah, because the map's so wide open, it's so hard to stop a V's coming through. I suppose if you get a tunnel there, you can get hold of that and that, but then he can still come through the middle. Sorry, through the left. Could get a tunnel there and go inside of that one and that one. Maybe you got a chance. But yeah, it's kind of hard for stealth, I think. I think Air Force has got the advantage, as it probably has on any map. Don't know really what the fix to the map would be. I think maybe some extra bunkers, maybe like an extra bunker there and there. Something like that would give stealth more of a chance. You could do a massive tunnel spam in the beginning. 6 or 7 worker tunnel spam. No arms dealer in the beginning. You could do that, I think. ExCaL dropping down his tunnels quite defensively. Way far back from the dozer. He's going to manage to get inside of the buildings. BoYcaH does go inside of this church, shall we call it? Boarded up church. Technical now from ExCaL, straight down the middle of the map. That's just going to be scouting for an airfield, because if it's going to be Raptors or Comanches or something. But he actually sees a V. It's actually, is that going to be a TNT? Because sometimes he does like to make 2 turrets. Yeah, here's the power. The 2 RPGs do get crushed without achieving anything. And BoYcaH is now going to want to drop down that power. He's going to drop it down there. He's going to build it through there. Some players actually like to do that supply a little bit further over here, like there instead. And then you can actually build the power inside of there, so it's nice and protected. Here it's a little bit vulnerable, but at least he's actually building it. ExCal's now dropping down the 3rd supply. And BoYcaH has caused a lot of economic damage. A lot of workers went down there. Are we going to see a combat snooker? It's probably going to be a little bit later. We're going to see a hijacker as well. Nice scrapple deny. BoYcaH did get his money back, I think. But ExCaL now is on a 3rd supply, and he's actually got 2 workers here, actually going back with their supplies a long way. Okay, a lot of these here from BoYcaH, but the demo trap, unfortunate for ExCaL, is going to be drove past. But yeah, not sure how full these are, but either way, his arms dealer is under a big threat. And because he's invested in that 3rd arms dealer, sorry, the 3rd supply, he's actually thin on the ground on units. So yeah, I don't know if that was a little bit premature. That is the thing. You've got to take risks, I think, in this matchup. And if it pays off, he would have been in a good position. But now he's lost that arms dealer, certainly looking bad. ExCaL might be able to take out 1V here. BoYcaH is just going to run away in time. 1V is going to get picked off, actually. Is BoYcaH going to turn around and retaliate here? Going to pick off 1 technical. Another V is in big danger of going down. All of these Vs look like they're going to go down. Is that just poor micro there from BoYcaH? He's reversing slowly with his Vs. Very, very nice micro indeed. I think with the right micro, he should be able to get out of there, but he went too close to that quad just then, and all of his Vs have now gone down. And suddenly, ExCal's position is not all that bad, losing all of them Vs. Not good at all, but I think he may be paying attention to over here where ExCaL was building another tunnel, and ExCaL actually has power. He's used the hijacker to steal the dozer. Combat Chinook is now out from BoYcaH, but ExCaL is now in a really strong position. I mean, the combat Chinook is out, but there's quads and power. The quads are going to be able to produce very fast. So yeah, this is a really strong position for ExCaL. It's looking pretty bad for BoYcaH, even with a better army. Combat Chinook has revealed itself, but there is a lot of quads, and that Combat Chinook has got a lot to deal with. It's going to run back. Or run around, even. Oh, is he unloading? He's unloading the Vs. Did not expect that. ExCaL doesn't have many techs, so with the right micro, maybe BoYcaH can come back here. He certainly needs to kill all of these if he's got any chance of winning. ExCal's on more XP at the moment. He's got 500. BoYcaH needs to get the battle drone and actually loses a V there. If he loses this V, that's got to be GG. Yeah, he's going to lose it. Oh, unlucky BoYcaH. This time it's not going to work out for him. Looks like he's going to be heading out. And actually this tunnel here has actually got up for ExCaL. ExCaL did lose a fair bit there, but I mean, with this third supply and power, he can even drop down a fourth supply if he wanted to and like build here. Okay, another big wave of Vs now from... Oh, there's no drones. Ouch. Ouch, man. That's GG. There's nothing BoYcaH can do. Even just against them two tunnels, there's nothing he can do now. BoYcaH has been torn apart here. It's all come down to that V micro, that first attack with the lack of missile defenders in there. And not protecting his dozer from the hijacker. BoYcaH's play here has not been a game, and I think ExCaL is going to take this. It's looking like a 7-5. Yeah, this is GG. BoYcaH knows it. Yeah, there's nothing BoYcaH can do here. It's GG. That's GG. Fourth supply is already in play. He's got his power. Still producing from one more factory. V comes out. GG's from BoYcaH. GG's from ExCaL. Well played. We're not going to go to a decider today. ExCaL seems to shut Air Force down there. I think it came to bad play from BoYcaH there. It was all around solid play from ExCaL, as in probably pretty much all of the games, as always. However, the micro there from the Vs from BoYcaH was questionable, to put it lightly. Yeah, ExCaL takes this one. Massive shout out to LuciferArise once again. $25 will be winging its way to ExCaL, as if he hasn't won enough money already. GG's unfortunate for BoYcaH here. Does not get a win. He does suffer another defeat to ExCaL, but he did say they're actually relatively even in terms of challenges and tournaments at the moment. So yeah, GG's, well played. Next stream is going to be tomorrow. ExCaL against Fargo, 16 GMT. So yeah, make sure you're there for that. It might start a little bit earlier. I'm going to ask the players, but if not, it'll be at least 16 GMT. So hopefully I'll see you there. So yeah, stream's going to end there. I know it's late for a lot of people watching the stream. So yeah, sleep well, sweet dreams, GG's, and hopefully see you tomorrow. GG.